Good morning. The first pick has been selected, and it is Halifin. One of the better picks we've seen from the Cyndaquil camp in recent memory. So far, only Cyndaquil. More picks to come. Wonder if Sunny aims for the Sun roster again.
Yeah.
That is the one and only Frisian.
Indeed.
The Frisian.
Yeah.
Core leader and CEO.
That's what we do.
Sunny is not currently online.
Clock hasn't started though yet, so still has a good 30 minutes before they need to pick. Actually, how long is timer?
Timer is an amount of time as determined by the curator. Let's see what the timer is this season. 30 minutes.
Yeah, sounds about right. So about an hour before Sunny gets skipped, if I did the math correct.
That seems correct, though somebody may have his picks.
Yeah. Really gotta just start leaving. Oh, wait, no, Sunny is on. Never mind, I was gonna say something dumb. So, Big M, what do you think your first pick's gonna be?
I can't reveal that information just yet, but we've got some things cooking.
He's cooking. Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look. Let me get the draft board here on the screen for us so we know what to expect.
I hate Dragonite. Get this thing off my screen.
Not a fan of the Dragonite. Many
I love
would disagree.
Dragonite.
I just got killed by a Dragonite on a random battle. This
On a random
sucks.
battle. There's, what was I gonna say? Actually, I hate Dragonite. I hate prepping against it, especially with Terra, Dragon Dance, all that. Yeah, do you want a Dragonite hater?
We've got the
Honestly, I'm
board
thinking
there. Likely Iron Valiant, Dragapult, Magearna, some of the Fluttermane, of course, some of the top picks. We'd expect to see them go here very early.
Ooh. What do you think are some of the high value mons with Terra? I know Great Tusk got unrestricted.
No, Great Tusk is still restricted, unable to Terra.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of Gouging Fire. Pretty sure.
A Gouging Fire also restricted, unable to terrestrialize once again.
Oh, What was I thinking of?
The Frizz-Core Research Department is hereby under full investigation.
I invoke the fifth.
Stats and analytics at the Frizz-Core camp falling in recent days ahead of the draft.
I am not crazy. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm kind of thinking here. I don't know why.
Mr. Tutu, hello.
Thomas Edward Tutu joins us here in the booth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's at work today.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically the shifts nobody else wants to work or refuses to work, they make him work. And we pray for Tommy Tutu during these hard times.
Yeah. Draft talks. Yeah.
Well,
Draft
thanks
talks.
for joining in from the speakerphone. We're glad to have you, Tommy Tutu. Some of the best available Terra captains, potentially, was the subject of discussion.
Yeah, Iron Hands. That was what I was thinking of.
We're keeping the best one under wraps. We're looking to get it. It's the best Terra mine available. Look to get it round 3.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting the best Terramon available round 3. Some of the captains I would aim for: Garchomp, Ogrepon Hearthflame, Blaziken, Iron Hand. A lot of good choices in those 20 through 17 point range. Things like Annihilate as well.
I think Lily's gonna go for Iron Hands. Yeah, they've done well, or pretty good with it, like season 3, 4, if I remember correctly.
Will
Maybe
it
even
be
5.
there at pick number 16? Who knows?
Oh, that's right.
Lily, penalized for the late season crash out, does have to pick a much later pick. So
Free Lily.
Yes.
Really interested to see what's available at 9. I'm hearing a lot of different things. A lot of different mines are going to be there, aren't going to be there. Whole draft is going to be dictated by what falls at 9, so we're eager to see how that plays out.
Yeah, what are you really aiming for there, Thomas?
Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Not a fan of what that guy's saying.
Yeah. Yeah. He wants me to spill out the whole draft plan 20 minutes before the draft. We're looking to get something. Yeah.
Yeah. What are we looking to get there, do you think, Thomas?
Something nice, something that does some things. Hopefully something that wins some games. Some good. Yeah.
Thoughts on this disappointing first round exit this season?
Just as you said, man. Did not have a team that I constructed as the draft expert. Usually drafts a very well team. Looking to get some versatility this year. Having the same 6 out there and the minds that are put out there do the same things. Not very versatile. You just know what's coming. You know what I'm doing. Really hard to get an advantage on the opponent. There's no element of surprise really outside of some random.
What does that quote unquote very well team look like for the Dallas Fort Worth camp?
We're looking to get a very balanced team. Something I can really do anything with. We value versatility over here in this camp. We want a fairy, dragon, steel core. We need some hazard setters. We need some hazard removers. We need some ground resists. We need some fairy resists. We're looking for everything. And I think the pick in the first round is going to be our game breaker, our wall breaker. Looking to get something to put some holes in some teams and put some good pieces around it to let it set up and do its thing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think King Gambit is a steal at 14 point. Good sucker punch sweeper.
what are you looking to do here, Michael? Uh-oh. Look at him.
We're not really sure. We're not going to reveal too much. We're kind of going to play it by ear and see what's available.
Yeah, great strategy there, Bob.
Now we've got a Pokemon card reveal here from the Greeting Camp.
Greeting.
Oh. Okay. Helps.
Oh, shit.
It's rest in peace.
Wait, did I open the rest of the booster box here?
Good TV. Do it. Hi, Juju, once again.
Oh, yeah. And we will get Sunny's pick here directly. We're working behind the scenes now to see if those picks are with anybody in the league.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Any word on Sunny's picks from the Edward Tutu camp?
Sorry.
Yeah, have you got any intel on Sunny's pick, first round?
Based off of... Oh, he just said Palafin. What the hell?
Now that is Cyndaquil. We are begging you to keep up now.
Yeah, same thing. Same thing. I'm not sure, man. Does it go weather? Does it get a weather setter? That's how many picks we got to think about. We're going to go in the top 5 or 6 or so. They're going to be either terrain or weather setters. Are we going to see that like we did in the previous drafts? Could shake up the whole first round. They did mention that they might go terrain. I don't know if that was some smoke screen or what. But I would imagine Valiant is a great pick. So we'll see if they choose to go weather or just get a straight up demon in Valiant. Something like that.
A great analysis. Some of the best picks available in Iron Valiant, Magearna, Dragapult, all still available.
Yeah, everybody's available. Yeah.
Except for Palafin. Palafin is unavailable.
Well, the draft didn't start yet, so it is available technically.
No, it's been selected. Not available.
Yeah, that's true.
You see it is crossed out and gray on the screen.
I don't see a screen.
We don't think you're looking. But I'll tell you what you are doing. You're upsetting myself and the producer, and that could mean a very short day for the Tutu camp. Perhaps an early exit, like you in the playoffs.
Like you in this life, if you ever see me in person, idiot.
Very doubtful.
Yeah.
20
Well,
minutes
what
until
do you-
that timer begins. And Tutu, you had a question.
Yeah, I said, what do you think Sonny does, man?
I would expect a repeat of the Sun team we saw last season.
While collecting draft intel,
So,
Sonny was strongly considering Valiant.
Ah, interesting.
Which users are present for draft, and how many in the top 10 have just their picks given to other people? How many users are we seeing active in the top 10 right now?
So what it looks like to me, very few. But once you get tagged, once you get that notification, I do believe Lil Luxio has left picks with the curator. Maki is available. RJ, I believe, will be available. MRF is supposed to leave some picks with myself or the producer or the curator. So I think we'll get through, after Sunny, I think we'll get through the top 10 rather quickly, and then I think the top 20 will round itself out quite nicely and quite efficiently.
Yeah.
Couldn't help but notice
What's the timer
that
per pick?
What's that? You're speaking over Frisian.
Yeah, go ahead.
Couldn't help but notice that Hirondais and Gen Chat can get him up here.
I should have the permission, might not have the motivation.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh.
Alright. No, I did not have the permission.
No permission for Herondai, actually. Herondai, the volume is quite low.
I apologize because I'm leaning back.
Oh, he's leaning back away from the microphone. We cannot hear you over there. Bring it back in.
My goat is here.
Maki is leaving some picks.
Pretty.
The producer is telling me he's received nobody's draft selections.
Oh, that's not good.
Not good. Machiavelli, I believe, has some picks in his hands as well.
Allison going first is not a big surprise, to be honest.
Mm.
Especially after his performance last season, or I suppose the end of the season.
Gotta factor in though that has been Terabanned once again. Not sure if we can get the same value.
You know, I was a little curious as to why Espathra is still Terabanned.
Per the curator and the producer, I think Espathra is a frustrating, somewhat easy to use mon, and Terra really exacerbating that. You can see a lot of things think like Shaman Sky are not probably not Terra ban worthy, but when you think about the ability to like Terra flying flinch something down with air slash. The producer and the curator both not very big fans of that that type of gameplay and that type of situation. So you think something like maybe a Espathra is a bit of a cheesier mon.
I suppose that is true.
Definitely wants to limit that in some regard, but it could be on the radar for at least a re-ranking or a reconsideration of its current restrictions.
Yeah, if you can't Terra, I'm not quite sure it's worth 14 points. I am, like, in my opinion, I mean, sure, it can get up a speed boost, right? It can click protect, it can do something like that.
The
but
thing with Espathra,
it's not bulky enough to take a hit from anything that has priority unless it's got a Sag.
priority can be a thorn in its side. Keep in mind, though, it is neutral to nearly all priority, and does have the opportunity to invest in its limited bulk, should it desire. Pretty easy to plan around most opposing draft rosters, where you need that speed to be unboosted and how much defense you need. But I will say Espathra is on the is on my draft board. Where, I cannot say. But something to look out for. It's an interesting mon. Does have the Lumina Crash as well.
That is true.
One of the nicer designs from this new generation, in my opinion.
I do agree. I feel like I've always had a hard time using Espathra, unfortunately.
I had a Spathra once. It was not it. Like, cool looking ostrich. With tails kind of broken. Or, like, condemned to like an infinite purgatory with Terra. And it's broken, but without Terra, it's just kind of mid. Can't help but notice that Ogie Dogie is at 10 points. Kind of undervalued after its season 5 or 6 performance.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. A little random battle blitz on the screen here for the fans in the meantime, while we wait for this draft to really get kicking.
Should be a good one. Got a lot of tough cookies out there this season. Even last season. Probably the deepest conference the TPL's had.
It's going to be a very competitive season, that is for sure.
Actually, while we're here, why don't we do some playoff, like, that was called like playoff battle review.
We
Yeah, I
could.
want
We
to go
could get
over
that
mine
cranking.
with Bruce. Let's watch Frizz lose 2-0 first round.
Whoa! I think the replays the producer has slotted for us is DP versus Swaggy and Shiva versus Dev. We could see some more, however. Where do we want to go? Any news? We're still trying to see who's got picks and who does not. Greedent has the Maki picks.
I also have Willis's first 2 picks.
MRF, newcomer, supposed to be leaving picks with one of us.
This crowd has a really cool spread on Showdown.
Ah, it looks sick. It's like a 2D sprite. I like it.
Big 2D sprite enjoyer.
Big 2D sprite enjoyer.
Big 2D sprite enjoyer.
Ooh. Hey, Greedon, what is the Machiavelli gonna draft?
The
Not saying.
Machiavelli.
Come on, Greedon.
I am not saying. All I know is that he has 3 different drafts for
Ooh.
pain,
Okay. Interesting.
but I'm not saying what it is.
What if we play 20 questions? Ask 20 questions and try to figure out what Mac drafts. What was that?
No, sir.
You know, that might just earn you the jester roll for that one.
Uh-oh,
too.
Jackass of the Day, potentially.
Jackass of the day, potentially.
Hey.
yeah.
I don't know, I still have it from last time.
Well,
I haven't done anything. You guys, I'm just too silly.
Ooh, that throat chop's gonna hurt.
The crime to be silly in the TPL.
And it looks like
Which
we
makes
do have
them
somebody
holders.
else's picks as well now. So, just waiting on Sunny here. The timer will begin in 10 minutes. The producer's working on getting the replay review going. And we'll find another random battle here momentarily.
this is a random battle? My goodness.
The random battle blitzes.
I'm gonna say, you kind of seem as a little cracked there for a random battle.
You get unlucky sometimes. You know, it is what it is.
Ah, well, you know. I'd like to think you have some
I can't
sort of
prankster the dark
omnipotent power over Showdown.
Showdown is a friend of mine, dear friend.
Love to hear it. I will not be running Metronome this season. By the time I retire it. Fame holds a big part of my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excited to see some new things this season. I'm kind of bored of of seeing some of the same things repeatedly.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm really trying to let this thing hit me, and it won't.
I believe we have 120 points this draft, right?
120 and 3 captains. Something to keep in mind.
Quite the upgrade.
Personally, I think we should have downgraded it to 50.
Whoa.
50 points. Oh my goodness.
50 points.
Yeah.
That would certainly be an interesting draft.
Alright, let me use 5 points for every single mon at 5.
Or we could draft like Shen Pao and then like just like 2 20-point mons and then just draft like I don't know like 8 Sun Currents.
They do have a lot of options, and the producer worked hard to kind of spread out those lower tier mons.
I think the lower tiers are very, very well spread, I'll say. I really do.
Freaking any low tier Pokemon like Tefurai? I cannot speak today.
Happens to the best of us. I have some low tier Terra Captains I am definitely looking at, as many of you may know.
I am looking at Apom.
Apom. Apom? Not Ambipom.
Yep.
Apom as opposed to Ambipom is an odd choice. I'm not sure I'm understanding that one.
Honestly,
Has a hidden ability I like.
Oh, we lost
Mhm.
another. Low tier. I can't say who my favorite low tier is, though I think the Frizz Core is well aware.
A lot of draft intel.
A lot of draft.
A lot of draft intel.
Intel.
Yeah, all protected by NDA, of
Yeah,
course.
I think one of the more underrated low tier mons this season is going to be Gardevoir.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I think that could be a good one. I like Gardevoir, big fan, very solid in draft. A Trace can be clutch in certain situations versus opposing weather at times. Copying something like a Beast Boost from Magearna can be very nice.
Beast Boost? Sorry, I mean Solar?
Yeah, wrong gen.
I say I would love Ultra Beasts to be back, personally, but unfortunately we don't have them.
Yeah, you can still get abilities like that from, Spectsphere, Magearna. Some others can be very useful. When you get that special type Moxie on such a powerful special attacker.
For sure.
Competitive one. Oh, weird. So I think Azoth is a steal at 10 points.
How long is the draft timer for there, Mikey?
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
And it's just based off of what for the auto pick?
There's no auto pick. You just get skipped.
I like it.
Yeah, getting skipped. That's all there is to say about that.
I definitely like Breeden as a low tier mon. As a nice belly dump. Although I wish it had a priority move.
Who's that?
My favorite squirrel.
Oh, the Greedent? Yeah, if it had a little quick attack action, huh? That'd be nice. Little belly drum, quick attack action. Even if it had feint. Does it have feint? I don't think it does.
Nope.
You could run feint with Terra normal here kind of hard.
You can run like some Terra Grass Trailblaze, but that's not going to get you anywhere.
Yeah, after 6 Trailblazers, you can outrun a base 100 or something. Slowmon, too. Chunky guy. I don't know if we're going to see Sunny. This is very disappointing. I do see RJ online now. MRF is online. Maki's left picks. Frizz and Dev are both available. Sunny, not so much.
Most unfortunate. Actually, auto picks aren't a bad idea, I think. It'd be interesting to experiment for a season.
I don't know if I agree with auto picks.
I get that a lot.
We are
as long as you
itching to make our selections here. No
Yeah,
word
okay.
from Sunny as of yet.
ready to get this thing going. Oh, goodbye, Thomas Edward Tutu.
2-2
Rest in
gone.
peace.
R.I.P. to a not so real one.
Tutu was very real. Very, very. I need to start enunciating more.
Getting ready for the booth. Frisian will be in the booth for season 9.
I'll try my best. Hey, and try to get some. What was I thinking of that? Never mind. Ignore me.
Ignoring you now.
All right, no problem.
Thank you very much.
Say less.
Although I will not be ignoring your fines.
You will not be paying them.
If Frisian is not careful this season, he will be put in prison.
Frizz Prison. Frizz Corps. No
The
longer
Frizz Prison,
competing
yeah.
with the TPL shadow government.
Could he just needs to keep himself, gotta keep himself in check.
No comment.
Both Green and I have pulled your IP, so we can find you if we need to.
Jokes on you, I also have my IP.
Oh,
I've been to your place before, actually, Frizz. Don't you remember?
You have?
In summer.
I don't recall. Are you in my wall?
probably.
You'll never know.
Right. Interesting. So, Horrenda, who do you think's gonna win season 8?
Mikey.
Bold
Next
prediction. Got to get through the Palafin
I'm
one
just a
more
Mikey
time.
believer.
I think Veli's gonna lose to Chiba. In all
I would
honesty.
like to see a Veli and Mikey like Grand Slam final match. I think this season it would be particularly good.
The possibility.
Veli is still undefeated this season.
Yeah, we'll fix that.
He has had quite the run.
Yeah, Chiba was by far his toughest opponent, too. Curious to see what they've cooked up.
I agree.
Me and all my homies love Palafin. Great mod.
Yeah, Machiavelli's in the chat now. He's not happy with what he's hearing.
What Pokemon get Metro now?
Sunkern round 1.
Ooh. So, what are your thoughts going into DP?
What's that?
What are your thoughts going into DP for Season 8 playoff?
For the Season 8 playoff? Tpl really puts you in a tough place when you're preparing. You gotta be prepared for a couple different angles. The choice band sets, the bulk up sets. Is that bulk up set gonna run substitute to avoid some status, possibly taunt to really limit the haze? I've got Dragon Tail on melodic. It could be Terra Fairy potentially. We've also prepared for like a special or a mixed Palafin set, possibly some Boom Burst shenanigans. Don't expect to see Sceptile. He hasn't shown it yet. I don't think that he will. Iron Valiant, we're not too worried about. We've got Screamtail. He's going to laugh at that Iron Valiant pretty much repeatedly. And after the first series, I think we're in a pretty strong position. And I think we're going to make quick work of him here tonight on Dicky TV.
Mm-hmm. Interesting take.
Hearing that the producer wants to just skip Sunny right now. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, as it does not appear he's going to make an appearance.
Has he not contacted anybody?
He's not reached out. Sunny has thus far not left his picks with anybody.
I've gotten word that he's been looking at Valiant, but nothing for sure. Nothing 100%.
Time will tell.
What if we just skip everyone and go to me? I think that'd be a pretty good idea.
Whoa.
Frisian, you heard it here first, folks. Frisian has secured himself with Jackass of the Month with this one comment.
That's a TPL record.
New yeah, honestly. It's slightly impressive.
I'm going to leave Officer Greedent in charge of managing this booth, and we will return as we get closer to the next pick.
I didn't even do anything.
Kinda did.
The Thicky Shadow government just doesn't like me being silly. It's honestly a crime. So much my never mind. Yeah. I will be running Metronome this season, actually. They changed my mind.
Jackass of the Year slowly creeping up.
What constitutes Jackass?
Majority of the things that seem to come out of your mouth seem to constitute Jackass. Not quite sure why, but they do.
I'll tell you this now, please.
I disagree. Everything I say is a great idea. I'll say
Nope.
to be listening.
So you're telling me to run a full red team was a good idea?
It was a great idea.
Give me a season break, man. I want to actually draft a team. Like, last season was the green team, and I regretted it so much.
It was a great.
It was kind of fun to use.
You did very well with the whole green team, though.
Green
Even matches
actually.
where you had a disadvantage, you did not play like you had a disadvantage.
Okay, hold on. Green with like an asterisk.
You did give up on the green team.
I don't think gouging fire.
Ultimately led to the downfall of Greedent.
I don't think gouging fire is a green Pokemon.
He's really not. Really not.
Willis would beg to differ.
Oh, but I don't see Willis here.
Well, Willis is a special kind
Oh.
of yapper.
Yeah,
Well,
he
you see
does
here,
that.
Willis is kind of asleep right now. Because he was awake at like 3 a.m. in the morning.
I don't know. He was up to say free Palestine. 12:01 p.m. So, Horrenda, what are you going to draft round 1?
Well, I'm not drafting this time around, so
So, what's your round 1 pick going to be?
I don't believe I'm going to be making round 1 pick because I don't believe I'm going to be picking.
Why not?
I am not entered in the draft, Brazil.
With that being said, what's your round 1 pick going to be?
Whereas,
Yeah?
I'm about to hunt you down.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you know, Greedy's kind of like, you know, chomping at the bit to get you, man.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I'm burning to death. I'm burning.
So, Greedon, what's your Marvel Rivals main?
Mantis? I believe, right?
No. I don't really have a main. I just play support.
I've been getting word that you want to play Spider-Man.
L
Really try it out.
All the DPS are easy to play. And
I gave up like second day.
You know, I've heard that there's like a support, gosh, whatchamacallit, like a protest.
Sure. A support
going
strike,
on.
yeah.
A support strike, yeah, which doesn't surprise me because people are stupid. They don't understand.
I've never played Rivals.
I will
only have
say,
Switch.
I was about to be one of the supports on strike until I have info that most of the supports
Mhm.
decided to give an old clip from this one guy from season 1 and not the recent season. They pulled
I
out
haven't
an
been
old
following
clip.
it too much, so I don't believe I completely comprehend. But I mean, the TLDR, I've played plenty of games where I play support, especially in World of Warcraft. Mikey, I don't know if you're here, but in World of Warcraft, the healers get blamed for the tanks fucking up, the DPS fucking up, the raid breaking. The supports just get blamed for absolutely everything because people are just stupid.
Yeah.
They don't think. They don't look past the milk, man. They don't get it.
Like, I'm over here struggling with Spider-Man dive.
Well, and the depressing part of my rivals too is when you do more damage than the DPS that are yapping at you. And you kind of just, it's just a bruh moment. Classic bruh moment.
Hashtag bruh moment.
Yeah, that is in fact what I was referring to.
Agreed. I concur.
I will say, the supports that are going on strike are kind of useless supports like that.
I have played mainly Rocket. That's kind of like my favorite support, honestly. The other supports kind of bore me a bit. Or I just don't like because their lack of mobility tends to.
Rocket
I like Luna Snow.
Buff.
I like Luna Snow quite a bit, and yes, Rocket's ult. Rocket's ult was good before. You just had to not be an idiot, but they made it even better. It's pretty cool. I know this is a Pokemon draft stream.
Speaking of
We ain't got much to talk about right now. Or should I talking about Marvel Rivals?
Speaking of Pokemon, what do y'all think about Giratina being banned?
I think it should stay
Pretty
banned
reasonable.
no matter what.
Pretty reasonable. I disagree. I think they should unban Giratina. Actually, I think they should be Uber's draft.
You could do Giratina is unbanned, but it's 50 points. Sure.
Yeah, give everyone 59 points and Giratina 50 points.
Not sure how well that would go down.
I think it'd go down great because I said it. All my ideas
That's
are.
not. Track record would disagree with you very heavily, unfortunately.
I
because,
don't know what you're talking. I don't know what you're talking about. When have I ever had a bad idea? Come on.
You've had like 4 bad ideas since I joined the booth this morning.
Nuh-uh.
You hung.
Damn, you got me there.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, hopefully, we can get some actual Pokemon talking in here. Sunny may not be chomping at the bit at the moment, but I know the rest of the league sure is. Oh, and I am dead, folks. I'm playing Smite right now, and I have perished.
Ooh.
Getting
Big L.
killed by the enemy jungler.
Well,
That's
look
the
at
kind of
that.
today. That's the kind of thing we playing today. Okay. But it's okay.
I don't have to make Willis's pick because he is up and running.
Unfortunately.
I mean, glad to see Willis is ready to go.
Honestly, I think Lily's gonna draft Iron Hand.
I don't think he'll draft Iron Hand.
Dude, Iron Hands is a really good mod. I think it's better in VGC than it is in draft, though. I'll say. I think it serves a. I think it just functions better in VGC. I think Hariyama has shown more performance than Iron Hands has in the TPL. Especially in the hands of, Mikey too. I think it was last season or 2 seasons ago. He made Hariyama look very devastating.
What do you think of Swaggy losing to DP?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
I do that a lot. What do you think about Swaggy Boy losing to DP?
I mean, both really good trainers. I think, to be honest, I think it was a pretty even match for the most part. DP's very formidable. Obviously, so is Swaggy. Overall, both just really good trainers, really good games. It's all you can really ask for, Playoffs is the one time where you don't just want to have a shit match. You don't just want to have a bad day of everything just goes wrong. And really, I think they both played very well. When Swaggy first showed up, he did clean house quite convincingly. And just because he hasn't this season doesn't mean he isn't capable of doing that. That series could have went either way.
What do you think?
If that Valiant wasn't mixed that third game, I do believe DP would have lost them. So a really good switch up and good adjustment from DP in that third match.
What do you think of the Lottie twins being not Terra banned?
It's fine. With or without Terra, they're both excellent Pokemon. Really, I think it'll be fine. It's not something that I would see as broken. It's very, very huge upgrade for them for sure, but I would not say it's nothing to be particularly concerned about balance wise. I mean, there are plenty of Pokemon that kind of just win against them even if they are Terra, unfortunately.
Good pick.
The Paradox Pokemon are low-key just kind of all broken. Ironically. Except for chance some of the lower tier ones. But even then, the lower tier Paradox Pokemon are incredibly useful and very strong. Fluttermane just outspeeds both Eladio twins, just kills them even if they're Terra, to be honest, unless you build it, especially bulkier, you got a couple Calm Minds set up. Fluttermane does not care.
Fluttermane.
Yeah, I'm not a big Fluttermane enjoyer, it's really annoying mon.
I agree. Fluttermane. Kind of cringe.
When
What was I gonna say?
Fluttermane was allowed in VGC, nowadays in VGC, because people have been playing against it so much, they have the counters, they have the way to build against it. It doesn't perform as well, not because it isn't capable, because people have adjusted. However, in singles, it still just gets to click buttons and be devastating. Like we saw, Lily didn't necessarily have the strongest use of Fluttermane, but still, Lily displayed how it's you send it in and you let it click buttons and it puts in the work. You don't have to set it up or nothing either. It's incredibly strong Pokemon. Definitely worth the 19 points, I believe it is.
No, 20 points.
20? Man. That sounds about right.
I was gonna say something, but then I realized that I shouldn't.
Good.
I agree.
Sunny still has not responded. Sunny has 15. He has about 10 minutes left, 12 minutes to be exact, and he has no picks left. He's not left his picks with anybody. I don't actually even know if the stream is still live, to be perfectly honest with you.
It is.
It is? Alright.
Yeah.
The producer has skipped Sunny after giving him the 20-minute deadline. Next pick is...
RJ.
Should hopefully be coming in soon. RJ, newcomer this season. See what he drafts.
RJ is in fact on the clock.
See what we can get going. My Smite game is currently going much better than it was about 5 minutes ago. Quick update.
Great to hear. Looking to expand Frisian Corporation.
This is something we will not be allowing this season. Excellent. That's what I like.
No, go ahead.
See what RJ picks here. Once we get 2 minutes. Yes, of course, a reminder from Walrasian, the GOAT. Reminding everybody that if you are skipped once, you have approximately 2 minutes once you pop back up to make your pick. Otherwise, you'll be skipped again.
Yeah, can be continually skipped. You definitely want to be around to make those picks, or leave them with somebody you trust to make them for you.
Yeah, and the producer of Walrasian, do not mess around.
Yeah, he's running a tight ship, and he's cracking down on activity especially.
Well, we've had some problems with it in the past, and adjusted as needed, of course, as you do.
What do you think RJ's going to draft? Any predictions?
I mean, it's pretty safe to say, majority of the time, especially with newcomers, that it's going to be, in the top, three, a 20 to 17 pointer, probably, right? It's a pretty safe bet, usually. But I have not spoken to RJ. I don't believe you have either, Frisian. Not really sure what his style is,
No, I have not.
But we
I considered.
Sure.
Never mind. If I had a nickel for every time I got asked what the timer is, I'd have a lot of nickels.
That is a lot of nickels.
30 last
Fluttermane!
season. It was 20
We were
this
just talking
season.
about Fluttermane.
Fluttermane is
Has
off
been
the
taken.
board. Yeah, definitely one of the ones you'd expect to go very early, as it just did.
Of course.
I believe Maki is next, if I remember correctly.
Yep. I will get her pick right now.
Wonderful. Thank you, Greedy.
Now, I believe...
I need to split push my lane.
Rondai, are you winning right now?
No. Not exactly. Kind of at a stalemate, but I'm pretty sure we're going to lose. And Maki picking up Magirna. Again, another one of those just top-tier mons that's going to go early. An excellent pick to start out the draft.
MRF 780, another newcomer.
Look at that. I mean, really, obviously just the big top-tier mons going first, these first three picks. Palafin, Fluttermane, Magirna. Past couple generations, man, producing a lot of powerhouse mons.
And honestly, I think this following season, Magirna has gone a great showcase. Yeah, honestly, I think it's best season it's ever had for Magirna.
I would have to agree. I think he did an excellent job using it this season, and I think Lily did a not as excellent job using it last season.
Oh yeah, that's right. Lily did.
I'll be first to be a little toxic. That's okay.
Herendai
You got more
confirmed
creative
poison
with your
type.
sets is really the TLDR there.
Yeah.
An actual shade against Lily Rose the Demon.
Wait, but Herendai confirmed poison type? Come on, reference?
No.
No?
I do like poison type. Poison type's pretty cool.
I was a poison type once.
I just made somebody rage quit the game. Not a good look.
I always hated poison types.
Oh, big fan
Actually,
of the poison type. The
I'm quite a
Kanto
big fan
special.
Yeah, I'm quite a big fan of Salazzle, actually. I just think Corrosive is a really, really cool ability.
Yeah, it's a cool
I don't
mod
know
for
why,
sure.
I just do. I just like Corrosion. Corrosive's a good ability. Actually, when Scarlet Violet first came out, in VGC, when I would just go on the ladder, I would actually use Salazzle on my team. Sash, Endeavor, Corrosive, click there, click Poison Gas, and you're going to put yourself in a really good position.
Yeah, not bad.
Hmm.
And we do have confirmation that MRF is online and available. He will be choosing here very soon.
You're only pepping the chat as we.
Chat, we are definitely losing this game.
It's not over till the last card falls.
No, the last card is kind of already fallen.
Dragapult.
Definitely not winning this.
Just click.
Dragapult. Another really good mon.
You just gotta click metronome.
Oh, I'm getting triple teamed. I can't win anymore.
Click metronome. Yeah, just click metronome.
I don't have metronome.
Well,
Dragapult. Another incredible mon. No longer, I believe it's Terraband this season, is it? It's Terraband again?
It is Terraban this season.
That might be a good thing.
Many fans were not happy with the power level of certain Pokemon this past season.
Dragapult is terrifying with the Terra. Just Terra Ghost is always just plenty good.
Very fast and very strong.
Yeah.
I've gotten word that Limit doesn't know what to pick. Or Limit has not thought about the draft since he signed up.
We could see Dev with Limit's picks potentially.
That is usually, yes, 2 piece in a pod. Devin Limit.
I have confirmation that Limit is online though.
Oh, very nice.
I do believe Limit. I don't want to jinx it, but Limit has seemingly been working on his scheduling, his ability to schedule.
There he is. He's taking
Best
Annihilate. Annihilate is off the board. Top 6
Ooh.
pick.
Excellent, man.
Can't help but notice that Limit still has the Indigo Conference role.
Yeah, that'll be corrected soon as the producer ramps up production for next season.
Of course. Producer, a busy man. Naturally.
Producing
He's also
isn't easy.
the new conference, though.
What are the new conference names? I actually don't. I don't recall.
The Rift Veil, like something with an M.
Ooh. Big Unova fan. I mean, probably my
Rift
personal
Veil
favorite
and
games.
Castelia.
Black and White were definitely peak Pokemon, in my opinion.
Never played the older games. I've only played Gen 8 and 9.
Frisian, you got to get on that. You can get the old Pokemon games on your phone now. If you have iOS. I'm not 100% sure about Android, but iOS.
Pirating is a crime.
No, on the App Store, GBA for iOS was allowed via Apple's new privacy policy in terms of service.
The TPO does not condone or support pirating games in any way or on any format.
Now, it might be a little funny, but isn't your team named the something Pirates this season?
The Butler Pirates, correct? But
Butler Pirates.
we're traditional
not the
pirates.
greatest look, then, is it?
We would not. We would never plunder.
Garchomp!
Wow, Garchomp gone.
Was...
That's a huge pick.
Huge pick. I
Greedent, what do you think of Garchomp being picked?
That was a mon that Greedent had shown interest in.
I think that was the best Terra captain available. Didn't want to say it on the earlier broadcast. I didn't want to steer people one way or another, but I do believe that was the best captain available.
Yep. Now I gotta look into what I can get.
And you can already tell
my board.
This draft looking a lot better than the one we had last season.
I am remaking my board right now as we speak.
Yeah, I've got no intel on staying safe. This could be a 20-minute round here.
Staying safe. Who knows?
Ooh.
Chat, we are not having a good game.
It's not over to not over to the last card.
Yeah. Not over to the last card.
Yeah, right.
Okay, fine. I hope you lose.
And there's the updated board. As you can see, several of the best captains and some of the best non-captains already taken.
Yeah.
Alright, I can still build around this team. I just need a different dragon.
There's not being
if only we had Druddigon in this gen.
Yeah, I love Druddigon.
Man, I would love to use Druddigon.
Their Shifu's not being Terra banned is interesting, though. I think. A lot of potential. Pretty sure they get like Poison Jab to deal with fairy types. Terra Water can do.
Shifu is quite the mon.
Yeah, and Wicked Blow, one of the strongest spammable dark type moves.
Yeah.
I do believe that Urshifu Rapid Strike was like a previous MVP Pokemon.
Quite possibly.
I believe like Season 4 from Trilling, if I remember correctly.
I do remember it racking up a very impressive kill count that season.
I do remember it too. Briefly.
I'm looking at a very nice mon.
What Pokemon is that?
Do share with us.
Yeah, on the subject of Dragon-type Terra Captains, there are still quite a few available.
I would have to switch up a lot of my team now.
I'm going to take another quick intermission here. I will leave the board on display.
Perfect. No, I'm not gonna say that. That's. I think for once in my life, I actually had a terrible idea.
Oh, not going well. My game of Smite still. Hate to see it.
Have you ever considered not playing my character?
No, the build is not there yet. I was thrown a little off guard, but we're getting there. We're gonna make it work.
Chris, have you ever considered just turning yourself in?
No, I have not. I have not
should do
committed
that.
any crimes.
Oh, whoa! We gotta have to pop the brakes on that one. You certainly have.
Name one.
Well, the fact the hacks client exists is already infringing enough. Does violate the kind of rights that here at the TPL we're trying to host fair and balanced matches between competitors, and you have effectively manipulated that in multiple ways, which is incriminating enough to have you arrested. That's
I
the only thing we
disagree.
really need. Well, of course you would
I-
disagree. You are the one abusing the client. You say you're sober, but
Yeah, I am. I'm an innocent man.
that is objectively not true.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
False statements being uttered here from the Frisk Corp CEO himself.
I mean, they're not false statements. They're just less than true.
Nope, they're definitely false.
No, I do not concur.
Well, of course you don't concur, silly.
Thank you for noticing. I am. Hey, the
I like you.
client
Nice.
usage is going to go way up
Perfect.
whenever First Corp expands. And we're gonna go global. We're gonna have members all across the globe.
We'll shut you down before that happens, don't worry.
I disagree. Honestly, Quenta, you should join Frisian Corporation.
Nope. I'd rather do anything else. I will not stoop to such a low level that Frisk Corp stoops to.
Not the
That
same.
reminds me, you're also giving out fake sticky bucks.
That is also very incriminating. Your counterfeit thicky bucks are in fact very illegal, and
Hey,
anybody who does have them is liable.
I launder my
being
$50
incriminated.
fair and square. Thank you very much. Or no, I don't.
How exactly do you earn them, Chris?
No.
That's the thing.
For my car wash. Yeah, and a car wash, and a lot of $50.
What I'm hearing here is that you can only get paid sticky butts
Well,
by working at the office.
Well, that isn't true.
He's simply incriminating himself further, really. So, it's only a matter of time. Not too concerned.
Catch me if you can. I don't think you could.
Frisian, I'll have you know, I can run much faster than you, and for far longer. There is nowhere you can go that I won't find you.
Do you have Air Forces?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
are you sure?
I do.
Pretty sure.
That was my only leverage.
Pretty sure. You're a trash bag. Space.
But can't even arrest me yet. I have plot armor.
Nope.
No, I don't. Yeah, you're right. I don't have plot armor. You can't even arrest me though yet. Can't catch me.
Unfortunately, this isn't a show, Frizz. It's real life.
Wait.
We're talking.
But what about the script? I didn't see it in the script.
We don't have a script. Contrary to common belief, we don't actually have scripts here in the TPL.
I'm hearing that after this next skip or selection is made, the latter half of the draft of the first round is expected to move very quickly.
I agree. I think everybody's itching to get their picks in.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna predict that Hyundai picks up Terrapagos.
Well, considering I am not drafting this season for Zio, I don't believe that's going to come true.
Well, we can't win them all.
I think whoever picks up Terrapagos is going to be very stinky.
Do you want Terrapagos, hate or greedent? Terrapagos is pretty cool mon. Yeah, pretty cool turtle. Turtles are pretty cool.
And the only thing going for it is like its move.
I know Terra Starstorm, Terra Shell, Calm Mind, Rapid Spin.
So Swaggy use it very efficiently this season.
Do you know that Terrapagos is on no one's radar?
Ooh, M, is that true?
Like most of the persons I've talked to.
How much is Primo
As
right
you
now?
know, draft boards do change. Especially when
Just like how mine is changing right now.
And unfortunately, with no Druddy Gun available, we have to figure some things out.
You know, I had a dream about Ditto last night. I might try to pick it up.
I hate Ditto. Anybody who uses Ditto shall be fine.
Yeah, was it because you lost to Gilgo like week 1 with Ditto?
Ditto's nice.
Yes.
If you know there's a mon that he's going to set up, and you want to reverse sweep with it, I think that's where Ditto gets the majority of its use from. Because it is, like, you set up, if you shell smash, say, on a Blastoise, you swap your Ditto in there, and, well, you just start, you're going to outspeed, because you can, and you start clicking buttons, and you start killing people.
Yes, I concur. Hyundai, what are your thoughts on Vocaloids?
Hatsune Miku's pretty cool.
What about the other ones?
I don't know the other ones.
What a shame. Getting word from Machiavelli right now that 8 minutes till RJ, or not RJ, whoever, MR now, whoever's up right now, skip.
So, are we changing the general timer to 15 minutes? Or is this just because they have not left picks that they're only getting 15 minutes?
I haven't gotten any word about changing the timer.
I didn't feel like 30 minutes was too bad. When it was an hour, it was a little much. But, not everybody can be super attentive, willy-nilly on Sundays.
I think we should start implementing 1 or 2 minute timers.
It's a little excessive, is it not?
I'm gonna disagree with you first.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. All my ideas are great.
Nope.
Actually, listen to me. As I was saying,
Not all your ideas are great, unfortunately. I gotta be the first to say it.
you're gonna be the first and last to say it.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Read it and say it for me so he's wrong.
Greedon,
Right, buddy.
Greedon, I have your draft board. Don't say it. No, I'm not gonna blackmail you.
You
That's
have
not
my
how
old
physical
draft
goes.
board.
Read it.
You have my old draft board.
You could snipe all of Green's draft and he would still go to playoffs and
I'll still beat you 2-0 in playoffs.
I disagree. I don't think you would.
I don't know, Frizz. I think I will.
Unfortunately, we're not in the same conference.
So,
I don't think that's happening.
but who knows? What if
we did
we have an
we
interconference
did win our
game?
slate game by some miracle.
Possible in conference, yeah. I'd listen to interconference. Alright. What do you guys think Tommy Tutu is going to draft? He's going to be on the horn in, estimated 5 minutes?
It's telling me Valiant. I don't know why. It's like he was talking about Valiant quite a bit. I just, not like it's a bad thing. I don't blame him for drafting Valiant. Valiant's a very strong, very reliable Pokemon. I think he's gonna gun for Valiant. I don't know why.
I think he's gonna gun for Palkia, a mon that's definitely unbanned.
I concur. Honestly, I think they should unban all the Arceus and just unban. Give everyone an Arceus except 2 people, except Cyndaquil and then just someone else.
What's Cyndaquil hate? Huh?
Well, Cyndaquil wasn't accepted because he doesn't roll.
Oh.
Yeah. And then just one other person.
You're right.
I always am.
Not true.
Very true.
Rizzion is getting closer to being arrested by the second today.
Not true. Fake news.
Fortunately, it's not something you really have a choice in the matter of, If it happens, it happens, Frizz.
I disagree. I don't think it'll happen.
Yeah, of course you don't.
Hey, oh wait, I did just leak my IP address. You know where I live.
Was that actually your IP?
Yeah, my friend grabbed it.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah,
So hey,
I
we
leaked-
can. What we can do is if you have a. Oh, you don't have a. As I say, we could play Minecraft now. Like if we could do a. Connect to IPs to this one little program and say you play Minecraft together.
You have my
you don't
IP
want to pay for
address?
realms, that is.
I believe we used to have a Minecraft channel. And not like a Discord channel, not like an actual TPL Minecraft. Like on YouTube.
I heard. Unfortunately,
I stopped paying for the realm.
Yeah,
8
very
minutes. We have exactly 2 minutes until Tommy 2 is up.
Do you have my IP address? Do you want my real address now?
No. Technically, I wouldn't need your real address if I had your IP, but that's not relevant.
Oh wait, you don't?
I don't need it. I don't need it, Chris. We're not trying to dox you on stream or anything.
Well, I am. And according to the TPL rules, it's only against the rules to dox other people, so I can dox myself as much as I want. Thank you very much.
It's true. I was more looking out for you as a friend and an individual of the TPL, but you know, if I apologize, I won't do that next time. I won't help you out.
If you wanted to help me out, you know what you could do.
What's that?
Just sign a contract with Frisian Corporation.
No, thank you. I'm alright.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Pretty sure.
I don't know. I think you'd have much better relations with Iron Bundle if you did.
Iron Bundle. I would grab that little penguin shit by the head and pop it like a cherry with my bare hands. I don't need your help, Zion.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
What about Delibird? How do you feel about Delibird?
Good
How
question.
do I feel about who?
Delibird.
I do love Delibird's such an adorable little guy, though. You can't hate on Delibird. If somebody actually hates Delibird, there's something wrong with him. You know, there just is.
Delibird's a pretty nice guy.
Delibird is a nice guy.
12:49 on the dot.
I called it. Did I not call it? Thomas Edward Tutu is claiming Iron Valiant. Another excellent pick. Incredible Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah. So I believe Greedon is up, right?
Wait.
Something of that nature.
Wait, hold on.
I think we should skip Greedon.
Whoa.
I think we should skip green as well.
Whoa.
Someone
Whoa.
has reacted
Whoa.
with the pregnant man emoji on Thomas Tutu Edwards' pick. I'm sure I'm picking up that one.
I wonder who that could be.
Probably DP.
Wasn't me this time. Currently playing Rainbow Six now, if anyone in chat is interested, and I'm off to an excellent start.
Ooh. Are you winning, son?
Yeah, well, you know, it's just casual too. I'm not gonna play no ranked.
Have you ever
Ranked
considered playing Magic the Gathering?
I have. I've actually been asked by a few friends to play Magic. I've never really gotten
Oh,
into
this
it.
doc is so weird. I can't even tell how many points is what.
But I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I love playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh,
At
damn!
least
Same.
older versions of Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyway. Not a big
No,
fan
not
of the...
not any of that pendulum, whatever. Yeah, just like the Master Rule 4 or 3.
Yeah, I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Got bad after 5Ds. That's what I would say. I liked 5Ds. Synchros are cool. But no, 5Ds was probably the last time I think Yu-Gi-Oh!
Actually, they added a Yu-Gi-Oh card that's a synchro. It's called the Starham.
Yeah.
I will be drafting something else.
Yeah. Actually, I have a really good Despia deck, or like branded Dark Lords.
I really liked. I don't know if you played it. Sorry, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links was really fun. I really enjoyed playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links.
Was that like the
Great Tusk? Read another excellent, potentially one of the best.
Arendai reference? Great Tusk?
I have used Great Tusk many times. Excellent pick, wonderful pick.
I will
just-
say the Garchomp kind of hurt me, but as soon as I saw Great Tusk was still available, that's
Everything changed.
crazy.
It's a very, very. I mean, it's one of the best draft mons, period, of all time. It just is. which, like unironically, is a lot of Paradox Pokemon are some of the best of all time. Valiant, Tusk, Fluttermane again, which have all been cured. So I do not have the list of who's up next. Oh, we have Frisian. Our very own Frisian is up next.
Mm-hmm.
See
Yeah,
what
one and
he
only.
decides.
I cannot
Pick
wait
up.
to use Great Tusk for once.
It is a fun mon. Grey Tusk is an incredibly fun mon to use. I'm sure you will thoroughly enjoy it.
I think I know what Frizz might be going for here.
Yeah, what do you think I'm going for?
He's
Actually,
been talking all about it.
ooh.
You know you wanted Frizz.
I do.
You know it's right there in your hands.
Ursaluna Blood Moon. First pick from Frizzcorp. This was
Yeah.
something he had discussed with us in our little
Yeah.
group chat. And it's,
Hey,
again, an incredible
you
mon.
don't need to. You don't need
19
to be
points.
the restaurant.
We ain't leaking nothing, bro.
Yeah. Mm.
With Great
An
Tusk,
incredible
I
Pokemon.
will be reworking on my board.
Swaggy Boy up next. One of the strongest TPL members, consistently. See what he is gunning for.
Hmm.
Currently, Chien-Pao, another incredible Pokemon. Of course. Chien-Pao off the board for Swaggy Boy. We are getting all the powerhouses off the board this first round, as expected.
I will say,
Ooh. Yeah.
and Pal was another one I was looking at.
Yeah. Wait. Something 4A2 reference?
I believe it's pronounced Somethong for A2. I believe the
Ooh.
producer's telling me, because again, he is just a voice in our heads. He's telling me it is pronounced Somethong for A2.
Who is next on the clock? Hell,
Ooh. K with a K?
I do have word that Hell did get sniped on the Flutter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was kind of absurd to want Flutter at like 15.
You know, it's not absurd to want it first round. To expect to get it that deep down is... Yeah, you shouldn't expect it to go further than half down the... Especially with 20 people, you know. Can't expect to get it all, right?
Yeah.
I will say that there's a lot of other great options in there.
Oh, yeah.
I especially am looking at Regieleki that went undrafted last season.
You know,
Yeah.
the Reggies, definitely some of my favorite Pokemon. I think every Reggie is goated with the sauce. I don't necessarily like Regieleki that much. It's just not my play style. But every Reggie is just goated. You know,
Wait, have you
just
ever
are.
ran like a choice scarf for Regieleki?
No, I have not.
You are disgusting, Briz. Never say that ever again.
Say
Now,
never-
yeah, I mean, realistically, that is a silly, silly choice.
Does anybody in here have the pics of one Kel?
I do not.
Unfortunately not. We did have her pick,
I
but
had her first pick, but she's
Yeah.
got sniped.
Hmm. Let us.
we did try getting her to try to pick something else for her first pick,
Ooh,
and nothing.
very unfortunate.
Unfortunate indeed.
We
Can
will
be.
reach out and attempt to secure a selection.
Force this wall real quick.
Hmm. What else can I got a quick peek at Kel's board for the season, and I think it looks great. Obviously won't dox, but dox Kel, their draft board, but a lot of good things coming from that trainer this season.
Yeah, we'll just see what happens here.
Anyone know where our Machiavelli is?
Machiavelli is hard at work. He's on that grind. He's getting that bread. As we all do.
I went to work once. The mines were not for me.
Is that so?
Yeah, I did not yearn for the mines.
Mines are alright. Certainly could be better, but yeah.
A nice mon, I would say, does pretty well. Love me though. Has a very nice ability.
Now, with the current trend of mons that are getting drafted, I could see Kel opting for either, of course, like another, just fast paradox attacker, or Ting Lu could be off the bat early if she wants to get a really, really solid defensive piece. Ting Lu is not something that's easy to deal with for any draft.
I hate Ting Lu. I'm a D1 Ting Lu hater.
I do. I despise playing against Ting Lu. That Pokemon is incredible. Incredible Pokemon.
I agree. Ting Lu.
Oh yeah, not my favorite Pokemon to play against. But not all Pokemon are meant to be enjoyable to play against. So we'll see if Kel makes her pick or not.
Honestly,
could see another skip here. Has, I believe, another 9 minutes? 10 minutes?
Looking to get another high pointer mon next round. Won't say what it is, but it is a mon that I will like to draft. Now, I am going to go back to play my guitar for a little.
Rita, could you serenade us with some of your guitar? That would be wonderful.
No. Not right now.
Oh, come on now, Reed. Yeah, there's nothing I would love to hear more than the sound of your guitar in my ear.
Oh, would you look at that? I think it's time to eat. Haven't had breakfast yet.
I have been trolled.
You have?
I've been blown up. I've been exploded.
I will be back.
No. Nani? Rest in peace, Greedent.
Good night, Greedent. It's been lovely talking to you. May never hear from him again.
I will be speaking at the funeral if he does not come back. If he does not come back in like 5 minutes, I think I'll start planning the funeral. Am I crazy? No.
Yes.
Yeah, well, crazy people go to psych wards and I don't go to psych wards.
This is not true.
What's not true? Like, crazy people go to psych wards, or I don't go to psych wards, or...
That you don't go to psych wards. I mean, you've been in and out of a few.
I don't recall.
Oh, they made you forget for a reason.
Oh, wait, they do that?
Yeah, unfortunately, which in my opinion, isn't really going to do much for you to make you forget, because you're just going to have to go back. But
I don't think I will go back.
you say that, Greedent. Not Greedent, sorry. Greedent is no longer with us.
Yeah, rest in peace. Probably start planning the funeral. Yeah, I'm gonna start off with a long speech, and then we're gonna bring the casket in, and then I'm gonna put gonna put a Pokemon card on his grave. It's gonna be epic. Yeah. Oh, that's right.
7 minutes left.
Ooh.
For Kel. So we'll see what happens here.
Speaking of Cal, how was your day, Hyundai?
It's going okay. It's going okay.
TPL. How's the TPL Shadow Government doing?
I don't know, man.
Sucks to hear. And yeah, this season for Scorp has great plans. Knock it down a peg. Gonna be expanding. Gonna be looking to recruit some of the new rookies. Rookies this season.
Well, be sure to alarm the rookies of Frisian's malicious intent with his expanse of Frisian.
What do you mean? I don't know what do you mean malicious?
You know exactly what I mean.
I can't say that I do.
Of course you don't.
Of course I don't.
Of course he doesn't.
Well,
This is an odd game of Rainbow Six, I tell ya.
I think the Shadow Government is scared of being knocked down because, Yeah.
I've only recently been inducted to Shadow Government. Now I'm I'm unaware of really exactly how they feel about things.
Yeah, but I've been getting word that there's 500 thicky back of the thicky dumpster. Yeah, you might want to meet me back there.
Nope.
10 more
What do
minutes
you-
for the Kel pick, and we will be moving on. And from that point on, I expect the draft to speed up significantly. So far,
I think-
these early picks, I think, are a lot better than the first round we had last season. Really speaking to the competency of this coaching roster.
I think we should rob RJ of Fluttermane, give it to Kel, and give RJ.
This is why you don't join Friscorp, everybody, because he starts doing things like this. Friscorp is a malicious corporation that will...
like fake news. While they can't hear.
He
Yeah,
does
so-
talk nonsense all the time.
I don't just talk about nonsense. I have great ideas constantly. I'm not crazy. You all are gaslighting me. See, that's what I thought. Yeah. Honestly, maybe I should take my meds.
You take
Yeah.
meds? No wonder, nope.
I mean, I used to. Nah, I don't need meds. Honestly, great idea. I should probably start recruiting the rookies. Let's see.
Whoa.
Let's see.
You ain't with anybody, Frizz.
Fine. We'll be right back. Time for sustenance.
And he's gone.
Who's gone?
Herendai.
Oh, how about that?
Wait a second. You know, I had a good idea once.
Yeah, sure. Good ideas.
I have good ideas constantly. You just don't have the genius to understand them.
I think all your ideas are just kind of plain.
Can you elaborate?
It tastes like a vanilla donut. A regular donut. No. I say vanilla. Think of ice cream. Man, forget it.
I will forget it.
It's like a vanilla ice cream. So normal, so plain. Doesn't
So
have
plain.
any flavor in it.
Well, sometimes the most plain ideas are the best. Yeah.
I like having some macaroni and cheese.
I don't like macaroni and cheese. Never did. Thought it tasted disgusting. Like the bowls that you get at the supermarket. Thought those were just disgusting.
That's why you make your own.
Yeah, those are disgusting as well. I've been forever tainted.
It's probably just because you're a bad cook.
I don't know. I disagree. I make the best. Because I only make quality product here at Fritz Corp.
Tell me, how many dishes can you make?
I can make this many, but you can't see. I don't know. I can't count, but I can make a lot. I could create like scrambled eggs. I could create a hot pocket and etc. I can create and pizza rolls. Pizza rolls are great. I can also make instant mashed potatoes. Sometimes I think I am schizophrenic, but then I remember I'm not.
I love mashed potatoes.
Great take. Potatoes are just great. I got word that Hell getting scout. Oh,
Damn safe, dude. It's back.
Staying safe is back. What are we thinking? Interesting. Walter, put heavy-duty boots in your Charizard, Walter. You don't want to take 50% damage from Stealth Rocks, Walter. That Shin Pao gif is actually kind of dope. Maybe I should have drafted Shin Pao. Yu-Gi-Oh!
I personally think. Hold on.
What do you think? Yeah. You heard it here first, so Gradient. Think. Dead. Oh. And it's just me, folks. You are what? You are folks, I can't speak today, but you are with Phrygion, CEO of Phrygion Corporation himself.
Staying
Well, no,
safe
maybe on
has
the pot.
returned and is looking for the duck to make his selection.
That's a shame. I was just about to go on long rant. So I'm only one pod right now, or was.
Was the only one on. We're not going to let FrizzCore monopolize this stream here today, ladies and gentlemen.
Not right now, at least. Yeah, but I was talking with Harundai. Gotta expand, look at recruit the rookies. Yeah, Picky Shadow Government's getting too big. Gotta knock them down a peg.
Not a fan. Not a fan of those comments at all.
You and a lot of others. What do you think staying safe is gonna pick?
Not sure.
I think he's gonna pick Chiyu.
Ooh.
My gut is telling me he'll pick the Guppy.
I think staying safe is gonna pick Zamazenta or like an Urshifu.
Or Gliscor might be a good pick.
Gliscor is also a pretty good pick. I think we're gonna see a lot more high point Pokemon.
Gliscor is a menace.
Yeah. I think we're gonna be seeing a lot more high point Pokemon early in the draft.
I do remember.
Yeah, there's a lot more, with the budget increase. Plus, so there's a lot of really good low point Pokemon.
I do remember that Mikey did defeat me in Game 2 in playoffs with that Gliscor sword set.
Hell is certified skipped right now. Unfortunate.
Let's make that damn pick already.
I believe it is Willis' turn.
Oh, Willis.
What is Willis drafting? Also, Dragapult hasn't been picked up yet, I believe.
Where is it from Willis?
No, it has. No,
I can DM you that he is
Dragapult.
changing up his board a little.
Dragapult has been picked. Who picked up Dragapult?
Little MR, I don't know.
MRF. So what else did Willis want?
Well, fortunately, he told me Terapagos, but he said he might change it up.
All right.
That's the turn.
I have returned.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for him to confirm on what he wants.
Latias.
Willis is taking Latias.
God damn it, Willis, you are a prick.
Very drastic change in attitudes towards Willis from the Greedon camp.
I know.
I was looking into Latias right after Pachop last night.
Oh.
So it is
Staying
currently
safe.
Dev's.
Staying
Currently
safe as interrupted. He has picked up Zamazenta. Here's Zamazenta.
Yep. Number 15, Dev.
I think
the last thing you want on your Burger King burger is someone else's foot fungus.
I feel like Depp will take another probably big defensive Mon first if I had to wager a guess. He might have wanted Ursaluna Blood Moon again. He might just go for regular Ursaluna. Still an incredible.
No,
Pokemon.
I informed Dev that I wanted it.
I feel like he might go for King Gambit.
I was
Gambit's
thinking Gambit as well.
Gambit is a really good 14-pointer. Yeah, Teraband. But, still can get a lot.
Although it's Terraband, it's still a really good Mon.
And,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. With a Defiant and Supreme Leader, I think. Or Overlord. With the
Supreme
swords.
Overlord.
Yeah, Supreme Overlord. Yeah. Yeah, I can just stack up a lot of, boost really fast. And just, sweep the rest of the way whenever your checks are gone. The former King Gambit user myself, I can confirm.
This just in. Former King Gambit user can't confirm.
Thank you, Rendai. Moving on. If you're watching the stream and are what's the word, the rookie in the TPL, contact me at PresidenCorporation.gmail.
Do not contact Brazilian Corporation. They will scam you.
Did this just end? Rendai is a liar. He will not scam you.
I cannot believe I would be called a liar blatantly on stream.
Yeah, well,
By
I
the
mean,
CEO for
you called me a scammer.
I don't believe I've ever lied during my stay in the TPO.
I don't know. You said I had bad ideas.
Well, that was the truth, Brizio. Sorry to say.
I think many would disagree with you.
I don't think that's very
I think
true either.
I'm gonna disagree with everyone in here except Mikey and Herondai.
So you're just with me. Huh? Well, all of you are crazy. Just all schizophrenic. And yeah.
That's the one.
Some might
with the
consider
dark head.
Some might consider what Green has said as excessive, but Mikey does have omnipotent knowledge of the things around him. Just to keep that in mind.
I do like to note, I do not like this profile picture you have.
What do you mean? Is it because it's Dragon Ball reference? Why do you hate Dragon Ball, Green?
I do not hate Dragon Ball. I just hate how the duck looks with the Super Saiyan hair. It does not look right whatsoever.
It's not look right. Well, I'm locking in this draft.
I preferred the Hatsune Miku one.
You prefer me too, but unfortunately, spies and another server caught on and I had to change my identity once again. Don't worry about it. Forbidden Lore.
Herondai.
There's nothing I can do about Lizzie. I mean, well, can we disconnect him from the chat, from the voice? Because, I mean, if we can, if we have to take measures into our...
Wait, down with the sticky shadow government. Don't, spread the wisdom I bring here today. People who are watching the stream. And also, Don't listen to them.
Rook is behind the bar.
Oh, so you cannot disconnect me. I do not consent. You cannot disconnect me without my permission.
I will like to say, we do have access to Time You Can Run. For quick set.
Yeah, but you cannot
I
disconnect.
would not be doing that.
You cannot disconnect me without my permission, without my consent.
It's actually not true.
I disagree. I think it's very true.
We have strict orders to time out anybody who gets out of line.
But it's draft day though. You can't. What if I have someone else's picks? Yeah. But yeah, what if I have who's after Dev? Yeah, what if I have Lily's pick, but coming out and they get skipped? Would be a shame, wouldn't it?
I threw.
You threw 8. Well, everyone else is busy. I think if you're watching the stream, you should contact PresidenCorporation@gmail.com.
I need to see if I can... I can only time you out. I can't server mute you or anything. Unfortunate.
All according to plan. Yeah. But server muting me would be kind of funny though.
That would be rather bit funny, wouldn't it?
I wish I could server mute you.
No, I don't think you should be able to. I think the Thicky Shadow government's not looking at that. I think the patrol people actually have too much power. I think we should take power away from them.
unaware if Dev has left his picks with the producer or anybody. However, we are 7 minutes into his allotted pick time. We could. There's a slight chance you could see Dev being skipped this first round.
Yeah, he was active in the chat earlier. I can. As of 1:08 p.m., he was active.
I would like to say, in game 2, that icing miss wouldn't have mattered on Buckfish, because I still could have brought in Cheat You, killed the Ursa ring.
Okay, yeah, but like it was like it's still kind of like it still hurt the soul. That was 95% accurate. Yeah, actually, Brenda, how do you explain that? If I'm not sober from hacks, how do you explain that? How do you explain the icing and the high star miss with my battle?
You were under quite a bit of fire at the end of last season as well. I wouldn't exactly count that as a.
What do you mean, quite a bit on fire?
I just got fringed.
How so? Elaborate.
I kind of don't even remember what I said. It was irrelevant. Your question was irrelevant anyway. Something about being sober, even though you kind of had to because everybody knew you were cheating. And wow, you know.
I mean,
can't let it happen forever.
Last time I checked, it's not in the TPL rules to not have a client.
It actually is. You just keep getting away with it.
Should actually put the role in there, actually.
And just show me where in the TPL league rules where it's illegal to have a client.
I will say, I wish Pokemon Champions was out already.
No. I downloaded Pokemon Champions once. Yeah. So, Pokemon Showdown talk? Seems like everyone else is unresponsive, so in the meantime, I've got some devious things planned. No. Actually, I'm gonna check the stream. See if anyone's been active in the chat, or actually, I might just be schizophrenic. Yeah, schizophrenic, unfortunately, but who knows? Don't join the TPO shadow government. They will. You will have to sell your soul to them. Yeah, it's unfortunate. But yeah, you should totally. You should 100% join FrizzCorp. Business email frizzioncorporation@gmail.com. Yeah, but no cap. No cap. Yeah. It is business email. So I don't want any jackasses, pestering me. Yeah. And because we here at Frisian Corporation do not allow jackasses.
Pretty sure the only person with the jackass title is you. Yeah, quite literally in the Discord, I believe. You might not have it at the moment, but
I do have it at the moment, but I'm not a jackass.
Not looking good.
I don't know.
Skippity Frizzatron.
Seatbelts, everyone. I don't know what you're talking about. FrizzCorp has phenomenal reputation and track record.
That is not true. Really don't.
I disagree. Every battle I lost was because of hacks, and because I got hacked. See, I actually get unlucky like every day.
Mhm.
Yeah, like this is actually we're on the same page. Thank you. Okay, so 8 minutes. Wow. The draft has been moving at a exceptional pace. Yeah, we're currently on number 15, and it's been like about like an hour and a half. So if I have done my math
He's
correct,
coming up on his 15-minute mark here. However, it does says he's online, so he might just be analyzing. So his move here.
dev. You know. Yeah. I battled that guy once. In the meantime, I should probably start recruiting the rookies. See, which one do I want to look at first? Okay, Swaggy, me, Staying Safe, Lil Luxio, MRF, and RJ. Miranda, who do you think I should try recruiting first?
None of them.
In that case, I'll... let's see. I don't like that. I don't like that idea.
I do not understand this video game sometimes.
I'm a Hatsune Miku fan. I bought her skin in Fortnite. Ooh.
Not sure what's going on in the dev camp. Still haven't seen anything, but he is active. Does show up as online. Not sure if he's mulling it over, or perhaps unaware that he is on the clock. He's gonna have about 5 more minutes to make that selection.
He's already come up on his 15-minute. Halfway through.
Interesting. What about Lily Rose Demon? Do we have any picks from them?
I sure hope so. One of Greedon or Willis, perhaps.
Greedon? Do we have a pick from Lily Rose Demon?
What?
Do you have any picks from Lily?
We did? No.
I'm assuming no picks from the curator, producer, etc.
Kel has reached out and will be making her selection shortly.
Ooh, Landorus.
Landorus?
Dev takes Landorus T.
I'm not.
Unaware that Fluttermane has already been scooped up. Mighty unfortunate.
Ooh.
Oh, Blaziken
Oh,
comes in
Blaziken.
for Kel.
Blaziken, a very interesting pick. A good solid pick though. Blaziken is.
That's solid. I think it's one of the better Terra
Blaziken's
captains
classic.
available.
I would agree.
And that means Lily Rose, the demon, is up, picking the penalized first round pick at number 16.
Really?
Data would suggest, we've heard rumors that Lily wants to do another stall team this time around.
Hmm.
Which, to each their own. If you like to be boring when you play the game, by all means.
If Lily decides to do a stall team, I'll have a sniper outside of their apartment 24/7. And I have a mic stall. OU is boring, so why does stall exist? Me and all my homies hate big stall.
Yeah, stall is pretty cringe as far as strats go. I have shot this guy in the head at least 6 separate times, but he's refusing to take that damage.
Have you tried hitting him on the head?
I have. I've watched the blood come out of his head multiple times. Rainbow Six, everybody. Not a game I would recommend getting into.
Where do I download it?
Do you have a computer?
No. I have a Switch.
Then you
That's my
cannot
phone.
play it. Thankfully, good for you. You're not stuck.
Can I emulate it on my phone?
No.
No?
Nope.
Nada? Nothing? No? Are you sure? Do you think you could teach a monkey how to play Rainbow Six Siege? They did it with Minecraft.
Oh my god. No.
No? Why not?
I mean, humans can barely play the game, bro. How's a monkey supposed to do it?
I mean, some humans are pretty dumb. Monkeys are supposed to be smart. Rondai, what's your favorite type of monkey? Like gorilla, there's like orangutan.
I'm gonna say... Yeah, probably just the OG silverback gorilla, honestly. I mean, you really can't go wrong.
I once did a project about like precautions if if an animal escapes like a zoo or whatever. And for chimpanzees, if a chimpanzee escapes a zoo, they're they're supposed to be shot on sight. I thought that's actually the entire reason why I did the project. I heard that.
Interesting fact.
Yeah.
Didn't ask for it, but we got it.
That's the type of quality you expect here at Discord. And we give the funnest of facts. Speaking of trombone, why didn't the skeleton go to the dance? Because he had no
Yeah.
party to go with. Why was the duck arrested? Because he was caught selling quack.
Rosyan going to be removed from the booth probably very soon. He continues these
Is that-
shenanigans of his.
I'm sorry, I didn't know shenanigans were not allowed in the league rules.
They are in fact banned.
Why am I still here? Ever
I
since day
quite
one,
literally cannot disconnect you, so I'm my hands are tied a little bit in that regard.
you can't even imagine the places I've been. You can't even conceive what I'm capable of. I am so far beyond you. I'm like a god in human clothing. Lightning bolts shoot out from my fingertips.
I ain't listening to all that, bro.
You ain't listening to all that?
I ain't listening to all that.
50% off. I have a coupon for 50% off any non-violent felonies. Pretty epic.
And we are losing this round.
One day, how would you like filling in for Lily Rose the Demon?
How would I like what?
To fill in for Lily Rose the Demon this season.
Well, if it saves people from having to play against Stall, I mean, sure, I'll do it.
Not the hero we need, or not the hero we deserve, but the hero we need. You know those like pillows that like if you like move your hand across it, they'll like change colors with like the sequins. You know what I'm talking about. I've always wanted one of those because I thought they would be cool. Like especially the ones with like people's faces on them, and with like a just Corneye, are you a cat or a dog type of guy?
Dog.
Do you want to pet that dog?
I do want to pet that dog. I do like petting dogs.
What's your favorite type of bear? Like polar bear, grizzly bear, black bear.
Grizzly.
Any elaboration?
Nope.
Good answer. Actually, have you considered koala bears and panda bears?
Nope.
With the inclusion of those different types of bears, would that change your outcome?
Nope.
What was your favorite Toy Story?
No, probably Toy Story 2.
Toy Story 2. My favorite Toy Story was the one like where they were like it was like a jail where they like put the toys in prison with like the bear.
Yep.
Yeah. What was it? The Toy Story 3, I think it was. Wait, which one was Toy Story 2? Which one was that about?
Oh god, I hardly remember. I just know it's the one I like.
Mhm.
No, that's the one.
You remember when the producer went to prison? Pretty epic.
Yeah, sure.
Speaking of producers in prison, we here at Frizz Corp are looking for dirt that the producer has tried to cover up.
You know, on an actual note that is more relevant than Frizzion's shameful plugs, quite a slow draft this time around. People really not seeming to be as locked in as you would hope.
Very, very unfortunate.
You'd expect people to be a little bit more ready for getting going.
Yeah, multiple skips
for
round
round
one.
one.
The producer is very unhappy. Luckily, two of the people did show back up. Sunny likely to be skipped again when it comes back to him. But other than that, so far, Solid activity overall, just not moving very quickly.
Lily Rose the Demon might be getting the name Lily Rose the Dragger once again.
Lily Rose the Skipped in
What-
10 minutes.
What if we turn draft timer from 30 or 20 to 5? 3.
You know, the thing is, if somebody's not here, they're usually just not here. Usually the 5 to 10 to 15 minutes not going to make a difference. So definitely something to think about.
It's true.
What did the conferences look like? I remember that Belly had the easier conference, as the producer said.
Yeah, we'll get those posted again in just a moment. And you can also see them on the draft tab of the document.
Yes, I can hear. I remember now. And what will the mascots of the conference be?
Undecided.
Decided. I think since they are from Black and White, I think Hiram and Zekrom would work well. That's just me. My 2 cents.
Yeah, definitely could.
I have
Also do the
finally
gym leaders
found
yesterday.
my footing on this draft board. It is looking pretty nice. I will be sending this paste to Haranile. Hold on.
Yeah.
What am I being sent?
I want you to
Oh,
you.
Send it in the restaurant.
draft plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, send it in the restaurant.
This is the 10 mons I want.
Well, I mean, you can't just say secrets on the pod. You gotta film. Yeah, you can't be passing notes in class.
Well, good thing you're not the teacher.
Can you
You are
have
not the
the?
professor today, Mr. Rizziano. This is
But-
pretty good.
Hey, that's Mr. Frizion to you.
I thought there was a certain psychic type you were also going for.
What psychic type will that be?
Graydon.
What psychic type will that be, Rhonda?
Well, Graydon would know.
Well, but I don't.
Well, you actually do.
I do?
You don't remember that you do.
I don't remember that I do.
And that psychic type, I didn't want to go for it.
Pretty. I like it. It's a really solid draft plan.
There it is,
Oh,
Iron
lovely.
Hands.
There we go.
Pick
Oh,
is it.
you called it.
There it is.
Called it. Let the record be
Iron
known.
Hands.
Let the record be known. I called it.
He did go.
DP is going.
Iron Maw. One of the lower tier Paradox Mons.
Hey, I was
Very strong.
Draft
Well,
and
I can't
knocked
actually
out like
find
17
points. Never mind. I lied out of my notes. It's not one of the lower tier ones. 17 points is very
And
good price
now
for
it
a
is
mod.
Mikey's turn.
The
Big
Blaze
M.
Key.
What are you thinking, Big M? What do you think?
We will be selecting Urshifu Single Strike.
Ooh. Another strong. Specify that. Rizzion. Making too much noise. Here it is.
Well, I'm sorry, it's Urshifu. What do you?
Eva up next.
Honestly, I think we should combine the two Urshifu's, and if you have them, I think you'd be able to do either one in a week.
I think that would be
You should be able to Dynamax. them, too.
unwise.
I think we should get Lily Rose the Demon on here.
I think Urshifu should get a Mega. And a special Z
don't
move.
think he should.
I think Urshifu should get a special Z move. That it works like Belly Drum, but without the
Dude, okay. His ability already works like a Z move. It just goes to protect anyway. He doesn't need a Z move.
Yeah, but he has a Z move, right? And it just before you attack, it gives you a +6 in attack.
You remember when you said you've never had a bad idea?
Yeah.
And you asked me, you said, well, that's not true. You just added another one to the list.
I don't see how.
Of course you do.
What's that supposed to mean? Elaborate? This vexes me. Hmm. Oh my god, I love the sample. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Grundy, do you remember when I said I never had a bad idea? Do you recall?
Unfortunately, yes.
I'm gonna ignore you said that, but I think I'm still correct. My ideas are always
Your ideas are
99
terrible.
my ideas are 99.1% pure.
Pure ass, maybe.
What?
Yeah, I said it.
Hey, this is a family-friendly channel. That's that. Actually, never mind.
I don't know. I do believe Greedent called.
You didn't call what? I couldn't call me a jackass. I think probably.
Wait, what happened? What about me?
I'm pretty sure you... Actually, no, I think... I don't know, I remember being called a jackass multiple times. And honestly, I think it was very disrespectful.
Well, you also got... Who got called a prick by Greedent? I can't even remember who it was. Somebody got called a prick by Greedent. Not
Willis.
something we'd often hear Greedent call another individual. But...
Very
I
true.
was calling Willis a prick.
Willis. A Willitron. What
Willitron?
happened?
Yeah. He took the mon I wanted.
I'll say, hopefully we see another excellent team name from Willis this time around.
Yeah, what was his team name this time
Yeah,
around?
the Big Willies this season was quite the name.
Honestly, even considering retiring the Pop name and going full into Bridgeport branding. Thoughts on that? Greedent?
I don't know. I currently can barely hear you. A lot of grenades are going off in my ear.
A lot of banter going in my ear.
Are you good? Do you need me to pull up on Rainbow Six Siege and kill all the people who are trying to kill you? I'm gonna take that as a yes.
I looked away from a flashbang and was full flashbang. Wonderful video game I play.
I agree.
I will agree. I think Willis has a good draft planned out.
What do you mean? What draft is?
He's going for something different. Have you
What
noticed?
draft? What did he pick? He picked up like a.
You picked Gladius, a mon I never seen
Gladius.
Willis use.
No, I used a Latios once. Honestly, yes.
There's 12 minutes left. Make the fit.
Some would say Willis is a good coach. Some would say he's not, and he's a fraud.
Ooh. Willis is a good coach, but like he
Willis
goes
is a
by the
yapper.
buck. He goes by the buck, is what I'm pretty sure, right? I want to say Willis is a very by the buck player.
I do recall Willis saying that Hurricane Willis ran through Harundi camp last season, despite him barely managing to beat me both games.
I mean, point.
Not convincing. You know, things I've seen from Willis, not honestly that convincing. That is my personal opinion.
Okay, did he barely win? Yes, but like, you know, whenever you brought out Terra Archelodon, his win was.
Well, yeah, I did forget that I had changed my Terra cap, sure, but I didn't realize. Well, I miscalced as well. I didn't need the Terra for the Terra Blast to kill Sylveon, so that was really unfortunate. But you know what? In my book, I won because I got to watch Sylveon die horribly both times, and that brought a lot of joy.
What does Sylveon do?
I just hate Sylveon. Stupid, ugly, really. Sylveon. It's a stupid, ugly thing that I don't like. Ain't got much else to say about it. Yeah, just all it is. But it's okay.
Do you hate all of you, or Joe?
I hate all Eevees? No.
Oh.
I like the evolution, it's just Sylveon. Sylveon's kind of cringe.
How so?
Ugly, fat, stupid, doesn't take damage. Ugly, fat, and stupid, and annoying. It's another Stallmon, which, you know, unironically, a lot of the evolutions become Stallmons, simply just, that's how they've kind of been
What about
created
Umbreon?
to. I like Umbreon, but it is, again, still a Stallmon, which, you know, not super fun to play against.
Yeah, I've been looking at Umbreon. Don't tell anyone I said this, but yeah.
Just to let everybody know, he's been looking at Umbreon.
Let everyone know I'm no longer looking at Umbreon.
Let everyone know that Frisian's looking into Umbreon. He will never look off it.
This is true.
Greedon, what are you looking at?
I believe that's none of your business.
I disagree. First Corp rules over TPL with an iron fist.
Weren't you dethroned by the Shadow Government?
No, I was not.
And the pace has slowed to an immediate halt once again, waiting on Shiva. 10 more minutes. Then Shiva will be skipped.
That's a lot of minutes. What's with that many minutes?
We are officially an hour in. Well, hour and ish. And
I'm pretty sure we're 2 hours in.
oh, you're so right. We are 2 hours in, and we are not even through round 1 yet. Not,
Hey,
not
I mean-
good. Not good. Not good for the pace. You know.
I mean, we're pretty much through round 1, right? So that means like 2 hours. You know, like, let's just say like 2.5 hours, or not even 2.5. Like, let's say 2.3 hours. actually 2.2 hours, right? Times.
I mean,
10
it doesn't matter that much. It's just, we're producer is running a tight ship, as has been stated by Mike.
I'm pretty sure Maki's unavailable right now. Yeah, unfortunate.
Okay.
Honestly, expected this to go faster.
Yeah, people just don't seem to be as locked in. A lot of people being skipped, a lot of people who don't really know where they're at.
You know, I was locked in one. And I'm still locked in, because I'm never locked out. Except that one time I was locked out of my house.
I remember. Yeah, the season before this, it was a lot faster.
Yeah, past couple seasons we have been very efficient.
Yeah, honestly, I still think that 5-minute timer idea, still, great idea. Yeah, we should implement it immediately. No, I want the Pokemon one. Back to back. Creedon, what do you think Ellie's gonna pick?
Nope. I have word that he has something else in mind. Something he's been wanting to run.
Very interesting.
Yeah, every time Mac tries to run a team, Willard stops him by taking him on.
Oof, yes, most unfortunate.
Yep, slow start here, but
But hopefully it'll speed up in the later round.
yep, it's going to come back to Chiva. It will be skipped quickly the second time around.
A weird round one so far.
Yeah, I concur.
In some ways, anyway. I'd say the picks that have gone through have been, I'd say, very standard. Nothing really jumping out as wild or unexpected.
Yeah. No, but Horundai, who do you think the Season 9 champion will be?
Oh, it's Mikey. Oh wait, this is season 9 coming up, right? Am I?
Yeah.
Yep, season 9 is the upcoming season that we're drafting for now.
I mean, too early to say. I'd still just gonna place my bets on Mikey, because
I think
he's kind of like Mikey's kind of like the LeBron or Shaquille of the TPL. If I had to put it in perspective.
Honestly, I think we're looking at a Kamitutu 8-0 season.
Chiva is selecting Roaring Moon.
Ooh, good pick.
Wow.
It's really strong. Roaring just good. Everything it does, it just does well.
I had Roaring Moon one.
I don't think you did.
Now we're going to see who Max selects. And I'll be honest, Roaring Moon was my next pick, so a little bit of pivoting here.
Or wait, you have the picks for Chiva? She didn't put it in chat yet.
Maki has let us know that Chiva is selecting Roaring Moon.
Thank you, Maki. Enamorous Incarnate and Sneasler. Not surprised by the Sneasler pick. Enamorous Incarnate, don't really know what it does.
Then Chiba
Kinda
selecting Spectrier.
Spectrier. Ooh. Hans.
Which will mean I select Darkrai.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Darkrai, really.
Wait, didn't you
Darkrai's just cool.
didn't you draft Urshifu Single Strike?
I did.
You sure did.
That's 2 Darkrai's.
Excellent counting. I'm proud of you, Frizian. I know it was probably difficult for you.
It was. I've been studying all weekend. It took me a little while to get it, but in no time I'll be able to count up to whatever is after doing.
Well, I just popped off a little bit there.
Wait, what did you do? Oh, Blaziken, that's right.
Whoopsies.
Hey, Renee, how would you feel about hopping on Pokemon Showdown right? I said no.
I'm sorry, I'm locked in.
That was a loud no.
No.
Just locked. I'm just locked in. Rook is half. Oh, it's locked in, baby, locked in. And our teammate, my teammate, doing very good. We could, it'd be cool if we could get like 2 screens on, one that has like the league chat, the other one having perhaps showdown battles or even
Speaking of Showdown battles,
could also be cool, just for fun, doing like a ROM hack, like a playthrough of something silly or
yeah, or Subway Surfers, like Family Guy clip. Yeah. I think we should be looking into the Family Guy clips and Subway Surfers.
True. We do need both Family Guy and Subway Surfers.
Yeah, one
All
of
those
those.
iPad kids out there watching.
And speaking of Pokemon Showdown games, I believe I've set to battle to MKLGD. Could be looking into something to look into.
Best to leave MKLGD. Recently overcame a Showdown silence.
Ooh.
The oppressive moderation on Showdown.
Pokemon Showdown silence. For what? How so?
Silence most likely for speaking the truth that my opponent, who was rather lucky, is in fact an idiot. And that made him a lucky idiot. And that's what I called him.
I've been thinking about it more recently, but Pokemon Showdown has stayed the same for years.
It is still in beta. Give them some slack.
It's really like it doesn't actually seem like people are working on it. Like, PokeMMO's not that great. I don't like. It's not. It's all right. Just there was no update. There's no visual updates or like optimal updates.
Showdown does walk a very fine line when it comes to copyright as well, and I think there's a sort of an unspoken agreement between Showdown and Game Freak or Nintendo. The battle simulators we had before were quite bare bones.
I do still feel like there's room for update, and I just
I'd like to see more sprite options from different generations. Such. Myself.
I do want to see that release date for Pokemon Champions.
Pokemon Champions will be a revelation. So far, nothing under 17 points has been selected. It does look like Chiba will be opting to go for Terra Captains a little later on.
Damn, that guy scared me.
A lot of Pokemon sitting in that 10 to 1 point range.
I don't think anybody would go below 15 just yet.
Don't think so. We did have contact from Sunny, but to the best of my knowledge, he's still not made his selection.
Yeah. Honestly, surprised that Iron Valiant made it to 9.
Yeah, big drop. Would have expected him to go in the top 5 as usual.
I believe that Sunny would have picked it up if they would have had them.
Yeah. They did message Machiavelli about 20 minutes ago, still have not made that selection.
Mm.
And as they wait, bonds are coming off the board. We're waiting now to hear from DP, who has 15 minutes remaining. Did get the Iron Moth round 1, likely Terra Captain.
Mm.
He's on the stairs on ping 3.
Mm.
Oh, he whiffed. Oh, it was a dock. Never mind. It was a... Nothing could be done. Brought DP on the board. What will? Cross DP.
We could see him go for a Rapid Spinner, maybe. Some solid support for the Iron Moth.
I believe Terrapagos is still up and available.
Still available and a very hot prospect at that. As we work ourselves back through this back half of the draft, gonna message DP, see if he's available. We will be playing tonight after the draft or sometime late if the draft is still ongoing.
I have a feeling the draft's going to take a bit of time. But the later the day gets, the more people will be up and about. And you could wager it's still early. I do have a Valkyrie. That in mind. I'm curious, Mikey, how do you pick your new profile pictures? I really didn't see Garfield, like low-res Garfield. Kinda just came out of left field.
Garfield was a staple of mine a few years ago, maybe 2 to 3 to 4 years ago, so we just brought it back. This is the Zap Chat default avatar you could select from an assortment of cartoon characters, TV show characters, and very nice low-res avatars, perfect for Discord.
But what about the bird guy with the glasses?
Who's that?
Like the bird guy with the glasses, I think.
Bird guy?
I don't know. I didn't. It was low res.
It's Bleeding Gums. He's a saxophone player.
Oh, was he not a bird? Oh.
Not a bird. I'll show you in the chat here.
Oh, that's...
Not sure where Frizzion's getting the bird from, but Fricion has been known to be a little silly.
I mean, I wasn't trying to be silly. I thought it was like an actual bird.
Silly guys.
Oh, shoot. I still need to watch that. Oh, we got a Greedent 02 profile picture change.
And of course, this guy magically hits that.
Ooh, Brenda, are you getting that? Are you getting luck?
Well, you know, this guy is allegedly in Masters by the badge he has on his profile. However, his gameplay would not. I would not pitch him as somebody as a Masters player, more like a silver. But getting lucky is unfortunately part of the game. I think it's about time to do something silly.
Yeah, I was silly once.
You're silly all the time. Thomas Edward Tutu trying to troll the newcomers in chat. Let's see.
Can we get a moron in the chat, please?
Here comes
Frizion, we already
DP.
got you here, Frizion. I think we're alright.
Ooh. I'm sorry, what?
DP is alive. The selection will be made momentarily.
I'm not a moron.
Sure.
I'm confident.
I kind of just remembered about the other league.
Yeah. I've been counting down the days.
I think I'm just gonna wing it.
Yeah, so this guy, like Freeze Eye, not trying to advertise because I'm not really active, but like like his moderators are like core hosts, tournament hosts, or hosting like a tournament based on the new Wolfie video that I have not watched yet. You know, it's like an auction thingy. Seems pretty cool.
Oh, that's a really fun video. You should definitely give that one a watch.
Yeah,
It's an interesting concept too. I really quite like the way they drafted in it.
Yeah, I probably should watch it.
Yeah, you should.
Mama. Okay. And what do we think DP is gonna pick?
Probably
So I'm
something
gonna.
on if I had to guess.
Honestly, I think we're looking at either a Dark Magician pickup or like a Blue Eye. Actually, yeah, or
Yeah, it was a really unfortunate game.
Okerborn's Hearth Flame is probably going to get picked up, but I think it'll go a little bit later. Not a fantastic performance from Limit last season, but it was alright.
Really, you just gotta create opportunities to get it in, and once it's in, it has zero switch-ins.
Yeah, really nothing else to take a +1 stab or 2 times stab Ivy Cudgel with a chance to crit.
Yeah, big chance to crit. 1 in 8, 12.5%. Get the mold breaker. Really deters, switching in a flash fire mine. And if you can, of which there are very few anyway, so most games you're able to come in and immediately terrestrialize for the free boost. And spam that big old cudgel.
Not to mention, it's got its other util, spiky shield, spikes, leech seed, I think. Unless it's
Yeah.
just the Ogerpon Teal that gets leech seed.
U-turn,
Ogerpon
knock
Teal.
off, encore. Lots of opportunities.
Oh, yeah.
Big problem for Hearthflame is can't run boots and is weak to all hazards.
And we are in a time where stealth rocks are very
Right.
prominent.
VP making his selection here. He's taking Meowscarada.
I think he wants Meow Stick. You know,
Yeah,
all he said
actually,
was
yeah,
Meow.
we should give Meowscarada.
That would be good.
I don't know, VP. Except Meows. We gave you Meow Stick. I do not believe he would be too thrilled with that turn of events. Lily Rose, the Dragger. Back at it again. Let's see what he picks.
Soundboard.
Well, I unfortunately need to take a bit of a break. Never mind. I can no longer hear myself. I need to go take the dog for a walk, a couple other things, and I'll be back.
Yeah, now that the first round is complete, we're going to cut this stream for just a while. We'll resume once we've got some more picks in. We'll review those, and then we'll do the replay review that we discussed earlier. But for now, we are going to let everyone, including the fans and the drafters, take a break. But we will return shortly.
Down with the shadow government.
Down with Frizzcore.